Okay, so before we get started with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel with a new update, we're going to be talking about members. I'm going to be honest, I want to shout out every single member of this channel. Thank you for supporting me, obviously, on this journey. Thank you, obviously, for persevering with the inconsistency. And also, thank you foremost for being able to make this happen, being able to build these decks, to be able to challenge you all with, obviously, such a wide variety of cards and decks. Repeating words. Okay, we have Fumble. We have Jean. Mr. Lazone. It is not. We have Kaiko. We have Kyle, aka the Ancient Warrior. My controller mouse is going weird. We have Echo. Z1. Natalie. Honestly, Natalie, greatly appreciate. Obviously, you've made this entirely possible. You didn't need to, but you sent a massive donation for the channel. So thank you, like, massively. Then we have Texas, Feather, Angel. For some reason, why is it doing that? Okay, I'll drag the bar. Texas, Feather, Angel, Dan. We have Raffalesia, aka Sterne. We have Matt, obviously, Creed. Vegeta, Christiane, been one of our longest members on the channel alongside Tyree and Trophy. So massive support. Thank you. I appreciate you guys to the extent. And we'll figure something out about playing games together again soon. Sky, my brother, along with Creed. You're all my brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? I love you all. But yeah, Tyree, obviously appreciate it. Massive support as well. For some reason, it doesn't want me to scroll down. It's not even letting me do it now. And then we've got Donovan and Trophy. Obviously, without you lot supporting the channel, obviously some of this main content wouldn't be possible. But look, thank you, obviously, for supporting. Let's get in to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and see how well we can get when it comes to the packs. There is a lot to go over. There is. Obviously, I'm going to live stream some of it. Possibly none of it. We'll see. Okay. So it's been a while since I've actually run Heroes. Obviously, this isn't the deck build of my own design. This is Dumby 01. I will make adjustments to my own build in future. Just wanted to give everyone a rough idea of the ultra rares you would have to work towards if you decide to buy the structure deck. Personally, I think you only need to buy 2. I don't think you're going to need to buy more than 2 at this point, because you do get provided with 2 Vions, if I am correct. So in the structure contents, you're not going to use Skyscraper, Fusion Reserve. You're not going to use. Obviously, favorite contact you will use, but the extra deck's pretty solid. Most of the cards you run at 1 anyway, so you don't really necessarily need to craft a lot more. It's good that they give you the Neos. Obviously, they'd give you the Neos, but the Vion, 2 Pharises, and yourself Honest Neos, which are all ultra rare coverage. So what we're going to do, we're going to purchase one. We're going to go back and see, obviously, what else we need. So with that, and then we'll play a couple of matches with Heroes. I haven't used Heroes since the game initially first started. So it's been a good while since I've actually used them. So, as you can see, after buying the structure deck once, they still didn't provide us with Stratos. Let's add the Neos real quick. There we go. So, we didn't get provided with Stratos. You could buy 3 of the structure decks. We'll give you access to the Vions. Probably do that above everything else. You have Dark Claw. You also have Cross Crusader as well. But, ideally, if you're going to buy 3 structure decks, it will benefit you in the long run. I tell you what. Even buying the fact that Hero Lives wasn't put into the structure deck, I understand why, because they didn't want to go heavy on the ultra rares, but considering it's one of the most kind of useful cards to play into Stratos to trigger, they've kind of just gave you the base. I don't think they even gave you access to Mass Change in the structure set either. So like, they gave you cards which would benefit, but there was literally no other. I'm annoyed because I'm 5 gems out from buying the 3rd structure deck, but yeah. So they're giving you access to the standard heroes and obviously playing into Neos with a Flame Wingman, which you'd play off of by bringing out the Flaming Wingman, Infernal Rage. I don't know how they would ever expect someone to kind of win with this in the state it's in at the moment. But okay, it's manageable. Obviously, you'd have to hunt the other ultra rare cards when it comes down to it, but also I suppose before I used to say use the Sword Soul deck builds. Now we also have access to the new branded entries, which will give you Albaz, Dogmatica Encounter. I want to claim this, so ladies and gentlemen, please, genuinely, this wallpaper goes fucking hard, and I love the Albaz, I love the branded engine, so please use my code card, or campaign code, if you are new or upcoming. It would be massively appreciated. Look, so in the end, you get a couple of extra gems as well, which is pretty solid, but ideally, I don't care about anything else. I don't care about the deck. Obviously, yes, I'll be able to dismantle, but this just goes hard, man. Like, literally, between Dogmatica and Albaz, and obviously branded, give me the anime. But yeah, obviously, that's going to come up in a future episode where we play with the Sky Striker. I know that people have been saying it's anime related, and obviously I'm curious to what the hell's going on with it, and I'm super excited. So look out for that in a future video as well. They're all going to be going up today anyway. I'm going to buy the gem discount as well, so... Okay, so based upon the cards that we can buy from the set, you get quite a fair bit. Obviously, you got a couple of, obviously, mask changes if you want to go for those. Normally, you'd play off the mask change to be able to play into Dark Claw, or even into the Masked Hero Blast. By doing that, when it's special summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, attack becomes half. There, you could potentially run the one that can destroy spell and trap cards, but realistically, you probably would just run Happy Feather Duster. I don't even know which one it is. I can't remember which one it was. I used to run it. Okay, so it's Masked Hero Acid. So when this monster is special summoned, destroys many spell or trap your opponent controls possible, and if you do, all monsters they control lose 300 attack. That was the play I used to go with, but yeah. I'm going to need a lot of resources if I'm going to finish this build. This is the problem when it comes to deck building. And the thing is, if you want a really good, powerful hero deck, I'm not saying they're bad, but ideally, obviously, you're going to get the main support cards with the Vion. Vion can send Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist will allow you to be able to add the quick play Mask Change, which is strange that Mask Change hasn't been implemented into the structure deck, which is a little bizarre for me, because I genuinely would have expected them to put it in there. Like, not to have Mask Change knowing you run Shadow Mist. I suppose they wanted to kind of make their money off something. But yeah. Interesting. So you've got the Shadow Mist that can go to the graveyard to add a quick play spell. I suppose your quick play spell would be their end one. So they provide you with Shadow Mist without craft. Obviously, Mask Change is super rare anyway, but ideally, personally, they didn't necessarily need to give you Skyscraper or even Fusion Reserve. They could have just give you the Mask Change cards. But, okay. Wait a minute. They don't even provide Phoenix Enforcer. They give you Malicious, they give you Denier and Fusion Destiny, but don't give you DPE. What? I know it's to be able to bring out the elemental hero cards, but and the main purpose of this is to bring out Shining Neos, but okay. So this would allow you to play into Dystopia and Dangerous. Come on, man. They could have gave us DPE. I suppose technically it's not, I don't know. It is a hero. Obviously, I'm thinking more of an elemental hero front, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't give us it. I can understand Sunrise because you'd play off Miracle Fusion. You got Blaze Man as well, which normal summon would add the polymerization. You got Faris. You've also got the increase as well. Interesting. So if you buy 3 structure decks, you get 6 Faris, and they do not do anything. Obviously, they do something, obviously, in terms of playing, but I mean, like, they don't. What I don't understand why they didn't. They could have slimmed this down. Well, what they should have done: drop Faris to 1, added Mask Change to fill it in, Ideally, look, if you want to run heroes, I would advise building it. You can make your adjustments to how you see fit, but there are still a lot of ultra rare cards. A Hero Lives could have still been in this, you know what I mean? I suppose they didn't want to give you every ultra rare, but to double up on Faris, knowing you tend to only run 2, maybe 3. Yeah, strange. And then triple Shadow Mist, you end up with 9. I don't know. Maybe you won't even need to buy 3 structure decks. It really depends on what you're going to run the ultra rares at. If you run them at 3 or whatever, then maybe. But I suppose they force you to buy it just to be able to get your hands on the Vion. But the thing is, they could have put Vion to 2. But then again, what's the point having 6 Vions? You know what I mean? I personally think they could have condensed it down to 1. They could have threw some like shitty gimmicky cards in there, but yeah, it's a little strange for me personally. Okay, so potentially we will have to return to running this. I will be live streaming this deck on the channel anyway, but not to have enough resources to build the rest. Like to be honest, they could have gave us plasma. You know, I don't know. It is what it is at the end of the day. So we need a lot of ultra rares to finish heroes. I will craft them at some point or another, but the only problem is they come through different sets as well. Stinker. Alright, we'll mark it down. So what's that? 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 times ultra rares, heroes. That's so wounding. To not give you Stratos is... Also, to finish this up, I'm going to be honest, this is one background I will not hesitate to buy. I believe it's a limited time only, so get it while you can with 62 days left. But look how clean the background looks. Look, thank you for supporting the channel. I don't want to waste this video by not posting it, but I'll post it anyway. Realistically, is Heroes worth buying as a structure deck? Possibly not. 1500 gems kind of went down the drain. We could have used them in a different way. Ideally, Sky Striker is in the store, so have a look into that. I can't wait to watch the freaking animation, man. We're going to start streaming shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.